purpose of this demo is to showcase how Contoso, a fictitious mid-size professional services organization, utilizes the entire Microsoft Business Intelligence suite as a major driver for performance management. The demo will show how the Microsoft BI tools seamlessly integrate to provide knowledge workers the tools they need to monitor, analyze, and improve their organization's performance. The demonstration will also show how the jobs and tasks that are performed each and every day by employees at all levels of the organization are made easier by relying on these Microsoft technologies. For the demo, all the data was made available by the shown consolidated source systems. Using SQL Server 2008, integration services combined the dispersed source systems data into a well-modeled enterprise-wide data warehouse. Analysis Services 2008 was used to produce a multi-dimensional cube. It is that Analysis Services cube that provides all the data visualizations presented in this demonstration. Within Contoso, the Report Center on the SharePoint portal is used as the main driver for the use of business intelligence analytics. As a company, Contoso is committed to providing company financials to all employees. The Report Center offers relevant company key performance indicators as well as related Excel services charts to allow employees to gain insight into the overall health of the organization. This Report Center serves as a main portal for users to access reporting services reports, shared Excel documents, Visio diagrams, BI training events, and departmental dashboards. Let's first take a look at the sales dashboard. Within the sales and marketing group at Contoso, a large challenge exists surrounding gaining knowledge and understanding about the health of the sales pipeline. Without visibility into the pipeline, it is hard for the organization to make decisions about pursuing sales, pushing deals through the pipeline, and analyzing the current state of the business. This dashboard contains a scorecard with the important sales key performance indicators, KPIs, and it is very useful because it gives salespeople visibility into recent sales activity. Two associated analytic grids exist to the right of the scorecard, which give a quick view into the sales team's weekly wins and losses. This gives a very high level, but yet easy to analyze view of the health of the sales pipeline. While this dashboard currently gives a look into the current state of the pipeline, what if a user wanted to compare the value of the current pipeline to how the organization has done historically? With the tight integration of the Performance Point scorecard, built-in functionality allows the end user to perform deeper analysis. By clicking on each key metric within the scorecard, a graph with detailed information is rendered on the page showing the historical trend for the selected KPI. With all Performance Point charts and graphs, filters can be used as a valuable way to allow the user to interact with the dashboards by only showing the data that is most relevant to them, which in this scenario could be only business consulting data. It has been shown on a high level how analysis could be performed on the sales pipeline in order to quickly gain an understanding of the organization. Along with the ability to perform the analysis covered in the demo, further analysis could be done by using additional dashboards in order to help make accurate, informed, and timely business decisions. Next, let's discuss the professional services dashboard. According to our BOW scorecard, which will be covered near the end of the demonstration, a main initiative of the human resources and professional services managers is to hire and retain the best and brightest employees. One way to do that is to ensure a healthy work-life balance. For example, many of the Contoso employees have said that they would like to reduce daily commute times between their place of residence and the client. Using the geospatial capabilities of SQL Server and the Windows Live Map, the locations of both the employees and clients can provide insight into the proximity of the employees to clients and transportation options such as expressways and rail services. For example, in the map displayed, the client revenue is shown as blue circles, with the value of revenue driving the radius length and therefore size of the circle displayed on the map. Similarly, red circles illustrate the count of employees by zip code, with the count driving the circle's radius size. In addition to past realized revenue, Contoso also includes current opportunities, which, like the revenue metrics, are sourced directly from an analysis services cube. Some of the features of this custom web part include the ability to hover over areas on the map to view more detailed information about the selected shape. The fundamental concept behind the use of dashboards at Contoso is to allow employees the ability to focus only on metrics that require attention, while still allowing flexible analysis and navigation to more detailed charts or graphs. This simple scorecard shows several measures important to a professional services manager. By taking a look at the scorecard, it is quickly evident that associates and architects are underutilized in comparison to the predefined targets. A manager looking at this scorecard can use this information to make further decisions around staffing future projects. In this scenario, a manager at Contoso can then navigate to the weekly dashboard. This view, in the interest of providing decision makers all the relevant data they need, shows the top and bottom employees based on chargeability percent. The first thing the manager notices is that Hunter Hillenmeyer has consistently been appearing in the chargeability top 10 analytic grid. By being able to do further analysis, the professional services manager concerned with better utilizing his employees has now become concerned with overutilizing Mr. Hillenmeyer. To take the scenario one step further and gain a detailed view into Hunter's work history, the manager navigates to the consultant dashboard. Here, a view is given showing important measures related to the staffing of associates, such as chargeable and non-chargeable hours by volume, as well as percentage of chargeability and utilization. This dashboard can be viewed at an aggregation at the company level or by individual associate. In our scenario, further analysis is possible by selecting a specific employee, which filters the charts and graphs displayed. Since the lifeblood of success for Contoso is the efficient utilization of its associates, this series of dashboards provides invaluable insight into the work-life balance of the Contoso employees. This is simply one specific example of how actionable information can be made available to managers in order to allow them to make better informed business decisions. Like sales and professional services, the finance group has challenges specific to their business function as well. Currently, a main challenge for the finance department is the identification and timely collection of outstanding payments for services, known here as accounts receivable. For Contoso, open accounts receivable over 90 days have been deemed unacceptable. However, collecting on these accounts was a challenge because the finance department was previously unable to view which accounts were in fact outstanding, as well as how many days overdue each account was. In order to solve this problem, the accounts receivable dashboard was developed for the finance department to provide a view into all open accounts receivable. The AR dashboard gives a finance employee the ability to easily determine the status of each receivable category, as well as a trending indicator to show if receivables have been increasing or decreasing over time. The historical accounts receivable dashboard was developed to show the historical performance of the finance department at collecting revenue prior to the 90-day mark. By looking at September 2007 when the dashboard was implemented, you can tell that the ability for the finance department to quickly view the status of accounts receivable has allowed the finance department to drastically reduce and in some months completely eliminate accounts receivable over 90 days. In fact, this dashboard is so valuable, some employees have requested to be able to view this data via an additional type of presentational media. For this reason, a reporting services report was created to duplicate elements of the previously shown AR dashboards. This report is available on the Report Center, and users are able to easily subscribe to the report to receive emails on a scheduled basis. Even though this information is being displayed through reporting services as opposed to a performance point dashboard, all the data within the KPIs, graph, and table remain the same, supporting the organization's vision for a single version of the truth. In addition to viewing dashboards on the Contoso intranet, users with some simple training can perform additional ad hoc analysis. Through the use of SQL Server 2008 data mining add-in for Excel, a user can learn to quickly develop data sets which can be consumed by a data mining model. For example, say a user wanted to forecast company revenue for a period of months into the future. They could open an Excel document with a connection to the Analysis Services 2008 cube, add revenue and month to the spreadsheet, and then run the forecast mining wizard, all with a few clicks of the mouse. In addition to data mining, Microsoft Excel has experienced the addition of many new added features directly related to business intelligence and data analysis. In this example, Excel is connecting directly to our Analysis Services cube, and a robust analysis experience is achieved in a tool that is already very familiar to every Contoso team member, Excel. Last but not least, the latest release of Report Builder is another significant step towards a scalable and enterprise-wide ad hoc reporting solution. In this example, the employee is able to add solution area, quarter, and revenue to a graph in order to perform ad hoc analysis easily by clicking and dragging the individual items to the appropriate section of the report. With a little formatting, sharp-looking reports can be developed in a matter of minutes. To support the Balanced Scorecard initiative at Contoso, Microsoft Visio strategy maps were added to the intranet homepage. These strategy maps contain red, yellow, and green indicators, which are tied directly into the same data elements you have seen in the demo. These show an up-to-date view into how Contoso and each of its individual groups are doing at achieving the overall company goals. This view is important to illustrate not only the status, but also the effect of how the efforts of each group are related to the success of the entire company. As we have shown, there are many ways in which data can be turned into useful, actionable information. Within the demonstration, we discussed how data was used in order to help make better business decisions surrounding the sales, professional services, and finance business functions of the Contoso organization. The ability to tightly integrate all the Microsoft BI tools with SharePoint and Excel allows for the display of information in organized dashboards, scorecards, graphs, and tables that are only limited to the user's imagination and the data available within the organization's source systems. All of these BI tools add value to the organization by allowing users to make educated and timely decisions based on information made available using only business intelligent development techniques and Microsoft technologies.